aggravating, I'm telling you. It's okay though. It's all gonna be just fine, I promise, Cat. my gosh, we got volume, I think. What do you think? What the heck? Oh my gosh, we got volume. Good. I'm tired of typing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I just turned off the alarm. I went out of the live stream, turned off my alarm, and all of a sudden I have volume again. So weird because it was happening with both my phones. Hi, Mr. Bradboy. You came in and I got my volume back. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bradboy. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. The pose of Jack. How does he do that? How does he turn his head completely upside down? Wild. Mr. Bradboy says, going to bed soon, but gotcha, 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 gotcha. Yes, you did. And you helped me good. Thank you, Mr. Bradboy. We appreciate you. I want to hear myself again real quick. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. Yes, you did. Yay, volume. I know, Megan. I don't know. It's weird. My alarm just went off, and so I went into the screen to shut the alarm off. And when I came back on here, we had volume. So I don't know. But yay. I was about to end the stream. I was like, I'm just going back to bed. Mr. Bradboy says, that was cool. The voice recorded, gotcha. And it came on just for you. It was perfect. Thank you for stopping in, Mr. Bradboy. You were just what we needed to get everything back in order this morning. I was like, dang, I'm going to break my morning streak. I'm not going to make my 2 hours. Look at us go. Yay. Is Flora here? Hi, Flora. Flora, have you gotten any sleep? Flora, I can't see that you've gotten enough sleep yet, ma'am. But thank you for coming by. I'm so happy. Happy to see you. I know, Carl. Yay. Flora says yes. Good for you, Flora. I'm glad you're with your family. Now I have to be careful and not blow my nose. What did somebody have to say? Something I can't read in another language, so I don't know if it says anything good or bad. Let's show it. What the heck? I don't know any better, right? Doggy, it is a doggy. Hello, Daisy Doo. Jack looks like a baby. Sometimes he looks like a turkey or a chicken getting ready to get stuck in the oven. Matt says, yay, audio is working. I know, it was totally an accident. I don't know what happened, but yeah, weird. But good morning again, Matt. Becca, are you serious? I'm just having a hard time believing you now. No. How could Michael, who has dwarfism, how could he even mate? Why would you even mate that? I just have questions. Now I have serious doubts. Daisy Doo says, how does he sleep that long? I wake up in the night or as soon as it's light outside. Well, it's 3:25 in the morning here, so it's still dark out. And this is what Jack does best, sleep. That's right. Hello, little turkey, baby turkey boy. Matt says, if I was a dog, then I would absolutely sleep like this. Funny. Mickey, good morning. Vector says, I don't know. He had 14 babies with my girlie called Elsa, and it's bigger than him. That's all very, very, you should start a whole channel. Vector, this is all very, very fascinating and hard to believe. He changed his position. He did. Weirdo. I love my little weirdo. Daisy Doo says, anyway, how are you today, Cat? I'm good. How are you? I'm a little stuffy. I had a terrible headache, but I took some aspirin. It's starting to go away. I forgot about my headache when I had to start dealing with this stream being muted for some reason. So overall, pretty good. I hope you're well, Daisy. It's Little Toilet says, I want those Wi-Fi work orders filled out and completed today, Turkey Baby. Amanda says, wow, 14 pups, right? I have so many questions. Oh, Carl, I did see earlier you said hello to Tina. Hello, Tina, in the background if you're around. Lovely says, I'm heading out. Good night on my side. Long day for me tomorrow. Well, sweet dreams, Lovely, and I hope everything goes really, really great for you tomorrow. Lovely says, like and subscribe. Everyone hit that like button. Thank you, Lovely. Flora says, hello, Carl. How are you doing today, Carl? What are you going to do today, Carl? Becca says, I wish that I could make a channel, but we give in adoption 10 of them because our house is not big. It's not that big for 14 dogs. Right, of course. Mickey says, good morning, sis. Good morning. How are you? Seeing Jack gives me a little happiness. I wish everyone were as kind as you. Aw, wow, that was really kind of you. Thank you. Keith from Twitch says that dog gets the cheese tax. Okay, sounds fair. Carl says, I'm good after the 2 live streams yesterday. I must have missed your second one, Carl. Did you go on 2 times, one on each channel? Is that what you did? In fact, I think you still could make a channel. I mean, that's what I did with Jack. This channel is mostly Jack because I don't particularly like being on camera. In fact, this isn't, I still don't know how he could have 14 babies with another dog taller than him. It happens. I personally, no, I don't want to say that. Jack has Irish setters. You know how if you look at breeds and their traits, Irish setters have a chance of being gluten intolerant, which means he can't eat any kind of wheat, which means, you know, he has to have special dog food. I got Jack fixed so he doesn't pass that on to his offspring. Even though I was planning on breeding him, but we're going to try again. We're going to get a female and try again. I would love to have a house full of puppies. Yes, Carl says it with both channels. Awesome, Carl. Great idea. Mickey says, you are welcome, sis. And Jack, if anyone disturbs your sleep, just tell me. I will send them outside the galaxy. All right, will do. Vecta says, and the sad part is that 2 of the dogs died. They were 16. You had 2 dogs that died at 16? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, that's the worst part of owning an animal is knowing you're going to lose it at some point. Why can't they just stay with us from the time we're born to the time we die? Wouldn't that be lovely? Jack says the light's too bright. He had to cover his eyes. Is that what it is? Is the lights too bright? Oh, hair. Always little things of hair everywhere. Oh, Carl says, and then I was in Flora's live stream. Awesome. Hi, Steve. Good morning. What a guy. Oh, okay. Vecta says, no, I am saying that the litter was not 14, there was 16 in the litter, and 2 of them died. Got you. That's a big litter, and that is sad. Flora says, yes, Carl did, and thank you for coming, Carl. Steve says, good morning from Utah. Good morning from North Carolina. How is Utah today? My cousin beat me up this morning. I was awake, but he got up and he's already out in the garage, probably smoking cigarettes and reading his Bible. We should go out there, but it's cold. And it's a garage. It's a guy's garage. Hi, Richard. How are you? Did I already say hello? Good morning, anyways. I'm so confused. Carl saw we saw planes on both live streams. Well, of course you did, since you're so close to the airport. That's really awesome, Carl. Mickey says, sis, I would like to say something. Every country has 2 types of people. Keep the good ones like diamonds and teach the bad ones how not to be bad. Nobody's bad. They're just choosing the wrong teacher. I don't believe anybody's truly bad. But I like that, Mickey. Becta says, wait, we didn't give in adoption 10. We gave in adoption 9. Okay. Nice. Steve says, it was friggin' 65 today. What the heck? It's like living in California again. Well, I'll take it. It was only 50-something here, and I was cold. I'll take your 65. You can send it to me. We will take it. Vecta says, we had 5, but one called Australia because I am Mexican, but we gave her to my aunt. Okay. Carl says, Baby Girl Vibes was in the second live stream. Who is Baby Girl Vibes, Carl? Where did I see that name? Was it at your live stream? I saw it recently and I was like, who is that? Steve says, my feet are always cold. I'm getting old, haha. Megan says, you need a dog just like Jack. Need a friend to play with. I agree. Oh, Jack just waved his little tail too. I know you can't see it, but he did. I think he agrees with you, Megan. Mickey says, Steve, I'm freezing like a snowman in my country. Mickey, where did you say you were from? Vecta says, Michael is snoring in my ear. My favorite thing. Amadian, good morning. We are good. How are you? Steve says, Carl, look up the 821, another one of my babies. Look up the 821, not look up in the sky. There's the 821. That's one of my babies. I read it wrong. Mickey says, I love Jack. Sometimes he's the sleepyhead. He is, for sure. Amadian at Zagros-Jan says, hello to everyone. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, B21, I'm sorry. My bad. Carl, do you know the B21? And Flora says, hello to Amadian at Zagros-Jan. Mickey, where are you from? The B21 is another of your products. Awesome. Tell me, how are you involved? Like, for someone who knows nothing about nothing, Steve, break it down very simply for me. How are you involved? How is that your baby? And I'm not challenging you. I'm just asking questions. Zachro says, Flora, hi, how are you? How are you? I need to give up speaking this morning. Maybe the mute was muted for a reason. Oh, you're in India. Wait a minute. Mickey says, sis, it's winter in India in December. Is it really? Huh. I did not know. Steve said it's one of the products my company sells. Okay. Simple enough. Flora says hello to Steve. Flora spent all day traveling back home yesterday to be with her family for Christmas. Steve, I was asking the same question. Isn't India warm in winter? I don't know about India. I know in Kenya, right, Derek? In Kenya, it's summer. But I know nothing. I really need a good globe. Oh, goodness. Hey, Jack. Jack, you want to go park? You want to go to the park? He doesn't even want to go. That's how tired he is. Oh, Flora. Flora's here. Flora. What season? Flora is in summertime. Never mind. We need Praveen here. All right, Steve says winter in northern hemisphere, summer in southern hemisphere. What say you, Mickey? We thought you were in this summertime. Listen, all I hear in my head is that's what you get for thinking. Vecta says, in my country is 13 grades. Do you mean there's different... What's the wording I want to use? So where you're at, Vecta, is it always cold? What does that mean, 13 grades? I'm sorry, I'm very confused. Mickey said, Steve, India's climate varies a lot. Some regions are warm in winter. Vecta, what does the 13 grades mean? You're in Mexico, right? You said you're Mexican. Oh, you stop it, Carl. Carl says, how's Celsius today? Hey, you know what? Pepsi carries a drink called Celsius, and Celsius is doing just fine. Thank you, Carl. It's making us lots of money. Vecta says, not really. In the mornings is warm. It's cold just in the nights. Mickey, it's great to meet you, says Steve. I was looking for somebody named Hickey. And then it hit me, and then you typed it. I ain't seen no hickeys in a long, long time. Oh my gosh, so long. Oh, I hate texting. Well, imagine how I felt when everything was muted and I had to type everything. I was like, man, this is for the birds. I was going to go back to bed because my arms were tired from typing. I was such a baby. Actually, I think I have a cold. I think my auntie gave me a cold. But I was already going there before I got here. Oh gosh, that's very expensive, Carl. Pouring more Pepsi down the sink. Wow. Vecta says, I am going to do something. Be right back. And Amadian is saying we are glitching. What is the word for that? Words escape me early in the morning. Oh, thumbs on a 6'2" man. Or you're saying they're clumsy? Big clumsy hands? Or big just in the way hands? Steve says, why dissing on Pepsi? Because he knows I work for Pepsi and he likes to tease me. And to be honest, I'm going to share Carl's secret. Carl has a Coke problem. I've been trying to get him help for a whole year that I've known him, but he's dedicated to his Coke problem. I feel sorry for him. I pray for him every day. I hope that some miracle will come in and change his life. Right, Carl? Oh my gosh. That's why I call Carl my little brother, because he reminds me I have 4 brothers, and you know, that's what boys do. They tease their sister. Oh gosh, I've been thinking about that word. What is the word when your live stream starts slowing down? Oh, does it say that? In my thumbs comment, it says message held for review. I read it though. I could see it. Let me see. I don't know. Sometimes just, you know what? There might be a keyword in there that's set to trigger the hold for review. Like if Lil Bro comes in, Lil Bro always comes in and says something about doggy. And it always holds it because people use words like doggy style. And Archer said something about a dog. Let's show and see what it says. By dog. Yeah, see, there was no reason for that to be held. It's silly. I don't see where your message was held, Steve. I saw Archer's message held. Interesting. Here we go, Jack. It might knock over, just to be honest. It might. Because we're not super stable. There we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. Brr. Mickey says, guys, a cow is entering the parking space. I'll be back soon. Okay. What? What? A cow? What cow? What do you mean? Are there cows just running around? That's silly. It's bothering me. I can see that it's not straight. Oh my gosh. I need to set up showrooms and stuff. I think I'd be pretty good at that. Carl says, I know Tina 5 years and she is brilliant. I know you really think she's brilliant. I love that for you, Carl. Steve says cows are sacred in India. Right, I did know that. But yes, I did know that. Thank you for reminding me. So that would be why the cow's just running around doing whatever it wants to do. Hey, Jack. 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 Jack, 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 Jack. There's my boy. Good morning, Jack. so sweet. I love you. He says Jack is tired. He had a big day at the park yesterday. He had the whole place to himself, and it was a really, really big area for him to run. Like, I was a little nervous because we had never been there before, and when he ran to the other end of the area for dogs, I couldn't see him. It was so far away. So he had a big day. I think he really enjoyed himself. He would have enjoyed himself more if there was other puppies there, but Jack, you need your toenails done so desperately. He's going to the groomer on Friday, so it's okay. We'll go see Kimmy on Friday? Huh? We'll go see Kimmy? Nothing. I get no reaction out of him. Is Jack affectionate? Yes. He says yes. Carl says we have our next live stream planned. Jeezy, hello, good morning, woof woof. When is your next live stream, Carl? What do you think, Jackie? You tell us all about it. We're interrupting his sleep and being too loud. He said, please adjust yourselves accordingly, huh, Jack? Okay, I can see where the stream is lagging a little bit. Oh, on New Year's Eve. Okay. I thought I heard you say you were going to do something on Christmas, Carl. You just get settled, sir. I'll work around you. Okay. Sleep on the other side now. Gotcha. Do you want your blankie back? Are you cold? If you're curling up like that, you're chilly. My auntie keeps it very cool in here at night. There you go, Superman. Carl says, oh, Steve was asking Carl where he's at, and Carl is in Dublin, the Republic of Ireland. Oh gosh, how do I say your name? Oh no. Good morning. When I was a child, they said I had the same dog. Really? You had an Irish setter? Everybody says that. I need proof. Where's the proof of your Irish setter? We don't want retouch. Something has changed with YouTube because I used to have a button called Relight, and it would just add a touch of light to the room and bring out the color in Jack, and it's no longer there. AYI says, what is his name? His name is Jack. Steve says, ha ha ha, dogs always do 3 to 4 twirls before laying down. They do. And pooping, right? What's up with that? Mickey says, Steve, last time a cow hit my bike. Yes, Steve, cows are considered holy animals. I am back. I think it's so interesting. I have cows behind me, and I love my cows, but I don't understand how they could be considered holy. Steve says, hello again, Mickey. RJ, Lil Wayne, 3 times before it lays down. Is that a Lil Wayne song? Steve says the cows, not the turning around, is key to the religion. Got you. I could get so confused. I just don't know. I don't understand it because I'm not there. I'm not living their life, so I could really never really know. Oh, when I was a child, I had the same dog. RJ. RJ, your dog's name is Lil Wayne? Do you know why a dog twirls 2 to 3 times? No, tell me. It's finding north, just like when it poops. I said just like when it poops. Is that really true? I'm gonna have to do some deep dive on that. Flora is sending some love. Custom Build says, what you want for Christmas? What do you want for Christmas? I want my kids. Wow, that sucked. I think Carl's talking about my cows. This is the first year I won't be with my kids, and it sucks. And I've been trying not to let it bother me, but dang it, I have to be embarrassed. Where are my tissue? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm fine. What about you, Custom Builds? What would you like for Christmas? Mickey says to Carl, it is impossible to put cows in tents in his country. Yolanda says this dog is a veteran. Remarkably, he does not suffer with PTSD. Sleeps like a baby. What dog do you speak of, Yolanda? Jace Collins sent happy poop for 10 jewels. So interesting. Hello, Jace. My cousins and my auntie's last name are Collins, and that's where I'm at right now. So, wow, thank you so much for the jewels. It was really sweet. RJ says, Google it. The head of your bed should be pointed north. Feng shui, right? Yes, I have looked into that. The head of your bed should be facing north for good feng shui, but it's hard to do if your house is not set completely north, south, east, west. Mine's a little crooked. Yes, hi, Basleel. After that run yesterday, he sure is. RJ says this is definitely more peaceful than all the rest of the pig. Oh no. Oh no. Vector says, why do all dogs sleep like that? I don't know why. Interesting. Man, hi Zed. Good morning, my friend. How could somebody with On King David as their name say something that had to be removed? That's kind of disappointing. Flora's sending trophies. Oh no, the cow hit you a bunch of times? Oh no. I'm sorry. Bless the cow, I guess. The big Horrigan says, ah. And Flora sending some love. Thank you guys. I brought some tissue. There they are. I found them finally. Custom Build says, did you watch any Christmas movies? A bunch of old black and white ones that just came on my TV. I am going to mute on purpose just so I can blow my nose. Okay. Miracle, yeah, that's the one that always comes on. You know what I haven't seen yet? It's a Wonderful Life. So I'll be home. I think I go back to work Monday. I'll have plenty of time to be watching old movies. What about you, Custom? Did you watch any Christmas movies? You have all these questions, but I don't see your answers, my friend. Oh, you have your doggy too. Yes, custom. Thank you. Listen, if it wasn't for my dog, yeah, I don't know what I would do. Carl says, hi, Laura. Hello, Laura, in the background, if you're there. Mickey says, Steve, you are really an encyclopedia. You have a great knowledge about different cultures. Custom Build says, Home Alone. Who else was saying that the other day? I heard somebody talking about how much they loved Home Alone. Tiger King was saying how much he loved Home Alone. Oh, Mickey says, to custom, Home Alone is my super favorite. Honestly, I don't think I watched that whole movie. Steve says, Cat, you have to watch It's a Wonderful Life, but have a box of tissues with you. You know, my go-to is stay busy, and I don't even have time to sit down and watch movies unless I'm going to bed. That's when I watch movies, is as I'm falling asleep. Custom says, I'm interviewing you. You about are, aren't you? The Big Horrigan. I wish my dog sleeps that neatly. Tibetan Mastiffs hog a lot of room. Well, you know what? Jack is a transformer. He can get really, really tiny, or then when he spreads out, he can take up the whole bed. It's really interesting. Um, Tibetan Mastiffs. I don't know the difference. We had just a regular Mastiff, not a bull Mastiff, just a regular Mastiff growing up, and he was so funny. His name was Shiloh. My mom had a daycare, and this is kind of scary. He would knock the kids down and just stand over them. He wasn't trying to hurt them. He just wanted to stand over them. It was the weirdest thing, but because he was so large, if you didn't know the dog, you might be a little concerned. Big, big dogs. Yes, I can only imagine the Tibetan Mastiff is just as large as a regular Mastiff. Carl says, I don't watch films. Why not, Carl? What do you watch during the day if you're just hanging out at home and you're not on somebody's live stream? Mickey says, sis, which place would you travel first if God made you like Kevin from the Home Alone movies? I'd go to Kenya first. And I would have Derek and Flora take me around to the unknown places. What about you, Mickey? Where would you go? Steve likes to call Mickey Hickey. I have an appreciation for other cultures. My dad is an American and my mom is Middle Eastern. That's very interesting. And Steve is the only redhead out of that pairing. Interesting, huh? Oh my goodness. Carl says, I talk to A-Frame and Tina an awfully lot. Okay. Flora says hello to Mickey, and Steve says that God has a sense of humor. It's interesting, that's for sure. And Mr. Bradboy says, I'm still here. I was going, but I'm still here. Thank you for still being here, Mr. Bradboy. Gotcha. Custom says, am I going to give the dog a treat? Yeah, at some point. Mickey says, I don't mind anyone. Whatever. Hickey or Mickey, too. Mr. Bradboy says, just a little bit longer. I appreciate you. And gotcha. Oh, Carl. Goodbye, Carl. I love you. Have a good day. Boy says, gotcha. Cool. Nice gotcha reply. You're welcome. I don't know. I don't know, Steve. Oh, what would Freud say? Good morning, Barbara. Brad Boy says, gotcha, cha, cha, cha. Mickey says, it's okay because you're making her laugh. Them laugh. Them? LOL Bird, good morning. He does have a horse head. You are so correct. It's good to see you. Oh, Basleel says to Steve, if you are on iOS 26, the keyboard has a bug. Huh. Barbara, good morning. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Same to you. Aw, Steve says, thanks for being gracious, Mickey. Good morning, Tammy. Jack says, thank you. He almost looks like he's smiling. Steve says, nope, I have an Android. It's just his Freudian slips over there. Custom says, does your dog wake you up at night? No, never. He'll get up and eat and drink in the middle of the night, and I don't even notice. I might slightly notice. I might be slightly aware, but I don't get up out of my sleep. The sandwich. Hello, good morning. Sleep well, Jackie. Thank you. Cringe Ivy? Is that what it is? Let me see. Hello, just wanted to bless you. A good morning, good night. Merry Christmas. Have a blessed month. Thank you. You too. Mickey is laughing and says, Steve, forgive, apologize, and understand are an essential part of human lives. Steve says, Kat, do you ever get hungry this late at night? No, because it's morning. Cringe Ivy says, it's my dog's birthday. He turned 1 and he is a crazy pup. Me and my family love him a lot, and God bless you. Thank you. That's awesome. What kind of dog do you have? Oh, and the sandwich has a pit bull, and he sleeps just as peacefully as your dog. Ah, if everybody could sleep as well as the dogs do, right? I know a lot of people who have problems sleeping. Steve says yes. And Mickey, grace and forgiveness is everything. Custom says, does your dog bark at night? Rarely. And Mickey says, Steve with a big heart. Yup, mate. Is your name Cringe Ivy? Labradoodle Poodle mix. Okay. So a lab poodle mix. Interesting. Oh, Nino, I didn't eat yesterday. I wasn't feeling well. But my family had barbecue. They had barbecue last night. Steve has a Chorky, a Chihuahua Yorkie. How cute. I bet that is really cute. Is your Chorky a 1-year-old? Cringe says, what are your hobbies? YouTube. And my dog. Mr. Bad Boy said, and kayaking. I love kayaking. Wish my dog would go kayaking with me. Mr. Bad Boy said, I had some chills today at the restaurant. Our waitress was cool, waiting for the rest. Steve says, rescued her off the... No way. Really? Wow. You rescued her off the street. Cringe says, stay kind, humble, and strong. Chili's. Mr. Bradboy was at Chili's. I had some Chili's today, the restaurant, and your waitress was cold. I get it now. I thought maybe it was cold in the restaurant. Custom says, is it cold outside? I don't know. 30s? Is that cold? It might be. It might be high 20s. Steve says it was so sad, but she's doing great. I love that. Daisy Dew says Jack is he is definitely a big baby. Oh, thank you, Daisy Dew. Mr. Bradboy says, got me? Gotcha. Gotcha. Yes. Absolutely gotcha. 7 Up, heads up. Good morning. He is very peaceful. I just want to kiss Jack. Who wants to kiss Jack? I kiss him all the time. He's gross. Boys are gross, let me tell you. Very gross. Oh, did you see all that slobber I got from him yesterday at the park? It's so gross. Oh, that was you, Jack. Do you want to kiss him? Boys are gross. Yeah. If I had my choice, I didn't have a choice with Jack. It was just what they had available was a male dog. So Jack is my first male dog, my own personal dog, and I love him. Oh, he's so great. Chris says, and kids don't tell private information online. Right, exactly. Cringe says, people online are disgusting. Oh no. And we capitalized all of it to make our point. I mean, kids should have some supervision if they're online. But that's just my personal opinion. I don't live other people's lives. Custom says, at least we don't have cooties. Are you sure? Did you hear my song that I have cooties? Did you know? You're right, girls have cooties. Oh, here we go. Mr. Funkadelic, where would I be without you to add some more abuse to my dog video? Mr. Funkadelic says, abusive and derogatory speech towards the dog. Yes, he is so mistreated. I agree with you, Mr. Funkadelic. Mr. Bradboy says, she gotcha. She said gotcha after a lot of food we order or refills or anything we needed. Oh, that's why your waitress was so great. Because she's like, gotcha, gotcha. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Very good. Awesome. She must have known you. Did she know you? Daisy Dew, we are sisters. I have 4 brothers too. She says, there isn't a point in telling me about boys. I have 4 brothers. Yes, which is how I came about the opinion that boys are gross. Mr. Bradboy said she looked familiar. Is she your girlfriend? But anyway, she did amazing. Well, maybe she's going to be your future girlfriend. Since she got you so good. Ooh, gosh, I'm so cold. Who's the person who likes chili? Steve was talking about, Mr. Bradboy was talking about being at Chili's, and the waitress there said, gotcha, a whole bunch, and won his heart. Matthew, good morning. Thank you. Thank you for all that. Steve says, oh, I love Chili's. I thought he was talking about chili too at first. And since I'm freezing over here, I thought he was talking about, are you chilly? Oh, yes, I am. Oh. Okay. Mr. Bradboy said they had Reese's cup pie. Sounds yummy. Chocolate and peanut butter, can't go wrong. ever. Chuck Framunda says, love it. I love your name. And Matthew is sending lots of puppies. How cute. Mr. Bradboy said, then I was like, got me, Cat and Jack, ha ha. Gotcha. Gotcha, Mr. Bradboy. Matthew says, watching from Australia, it's summer. Well, I'll trade you. You want to trade? Steve says their mozzarella sticks are great. It's been so long since I've been out to eat. Well, that's not true. A couple weeks ago, I hit a couple fast food restaurants. I was treating myself. I was on a kick of treating myself. Matthew says we can trade weather, but I keep the dog. Oh, dang it. All right, deal's off. Actually, I need to go somewhere where it's summer year long. If there's storms, I'm good with that. I love storms, but just warmth where you have to wear as little clothes as possible and there's the beach right there. That is my dream. Nino says, out to you eat out all the time, Nino. What are you talking about? I'm glad you're still here, Nino. I got my volume back. Matthew says, I need the dog to keep my feet warm. He is a good cuddler, and he does keep me warm. Yes, Steve, I will go to IHOP with you for sure. Let's go. You know, there's an IHOP next to me. It's really weird. It sits up on a hill, and me and my daughter went in there one day, and nobody was there. Nobody came to the front to greet us. You couldn't hear anything. There was one car in the parking lot. It was very odd. We turned around and left. It did not feel good. It was very strange. Nino says, hey, Flora, are you home with family? Mr. Bradboy says, yep, they have great lemonade. Chili's does, really? I've never bothered to try their lemonade. Lenny, good morning. Thank you for all the love. You get flavored lemonade, usually. What flavor is it besides lemonade? I mean, what flavor besides lemon is your flavored lemonade? Anita says, let's go to the Waffle House. You know, the Waffle House does have more people going in it. I'm good with whatever. Steve says they have really gone down the tubes. You know, that used to be like the place. Like if my Nana and Papa wanted to meet after church and we went to breakfast for a special occasion, it was always, oh, Jack, that's weird. Oh, God, stop that, Jack. There's something about IHOP that's causing Jack to do some weird things. I think they have gone down the hill. Anyways, it used to be a big deal and kind of fancy to go after church to IHOP with my grandparents, but you're right, it has gone downhill. Mr. Bradboy says, blue raspberry lemonade, very good. Okay, interesting. Oh, Matthew says, the bed looks so clean, the dog looks clean, you're a wonderful house. No, it's all an illusion, my friend. Is that Eljard? Oh gosh, I cannot read what you're writing, my friend. Dreadful Nick, good morning. Nope. Me, Pasina, I don't know what that is. Mr. Bradboy says, yep, all the flavors are in the menu. I recommend that one too, though. Okay, if I ever end up at Chili's again, which is highly doubtful. I'd rather just go home and eat lunch with my dog. Matthew says, what sort of healing have you got? Oh, I don't know about healing. I just know Everything is not as it appears, Matthew. Heating. Oh, heating do you have? I think, I don't know, my auntie's. Central heat and air. Sorry about that. No way, Zed. Sis says, I dated a waitress once. She had one leg and worked at IHOP. Really? Why'd you take it back? Mr. Bradboy says, yup, any other questions, just ask. Okay. Heating, is it gas powered? No, it's electric. I think. I haven't seen a propane tank out there. Yeah, I would say it's electric. I'm at my aunt's house, not mine. Hi, Kevin. I am normally from Tennessee, Northeast Tennessee. And Brad Boy says, I'm glad you got me. Ah, gotcha. It's gas. Propane is gas. I don't have propane, no. Their dessert, the peanut butter pie was tasty. Merry Christmas, Kevin. I'm going to mute just for a sec. And do they make sweaters that would fit Jack? Who? No, I don't think so. I mean, yes, but Jack wouldn't wear a sweater. He's 5, and he's rebellious, and we're going to have to wait for Rose. I'm going to teach Rose to ride in my kayak and to wear cute clothes and to wear bows in her hair, and then Jack is going to try to teach her not to do any of those. Matthew says, in Australia, we use natural gas, but they want us to use electric heating and hot water. Well, of course they do, because they want to make lots of money off of you. Hi, Bridget. Good morning. Mr. Bradboy says, yep. His lovely waitress said, yep. Said, gotcha about 20 times. Matthew says, in America, I thought they use wood heaters. I do have a wood burning stove. I don't ever use it because there's always smoke in the room when I try to light the fire. And as sometimes I suffer from asthma, it's not good. But it would save me some money, that's for sure. Brad Boyce is at different tables as well. Bridget's smiling. Big old happy smile from Bridget. I love you, Bridget. Steve says, when are you getting Rose? My cousin had said he would come stay with me in the spring. So I'm thinking around my birthday in April. I will probably get Rose. Gives me a little time to save the money for her. Bridget says, kisses, Jackie boy. And Brad says she definitely loved the phrase. Did you tell her ahead of time? And that's cool. You like I like a pirate? Me matey? Me matey. Matthew says you need to get it serviced. The stove, the wood burning stove. I just won't use it. Bridget says, can't wait to meet me either. I'm so excited. Matthew says, you want to marry me and live in Australia. It's not warm there all the time, right? Pass. Anna says, good morning, Kat. Good morning, Jack. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sweet Anna. It's good to see you, my friend. How are you? Good morning, AC. And the nobody. Good morning, both of you. Oh my gosh, my dad's birthday was April 12th. I'm closer to the 1st. Nino says, cat, can I have mushroom soup and tater tots? You can have whatever you want. Vice City. What a beautiful cat. Oh my gosh. Are you the same person who comes in and calls him a cat? Just different names. I used to play Vice City. Used to. Back when I was married and had lots of free time. Brad Boy says, no, I is like, what's up? Same thing. I'm a pirate. I replied, gotcha back to her as we conversed. And Bridget says, yes, you can. Go for it, Nino. Matthew is laughing, and Bridget says, hello to everyone. Steve says, Cat, I just have 2 girls. April says, oh, little baby. It's a big old baby. No way. My dad is the first, and my brother is April 12th. Nice. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? We were talking about April, and here comes April. April Camellia. Good morning. Good morning, sweet Bridget Anderson with the sweet blessings. She says, good morning, sweet lady. Have a blessed morning. Thank you for the blessings. And we wish the same thing for you, Bridget. Thank you. Steve says, girls are hard to raise. Maybe for a boy. I just understood them, and I knew their tricks. I knew what they were going to do before they knew it because I had done it all. You know what's hard? What I find the hardest thing is now that they're grown, is not being able to step in and make things better for them. That has been the hardest thing for me because life can just be really hard and you want to make things better. And at this point, there's nothing you can do except for offer some love and some words of encouragement. Whatever, it sucks. Mr. Brad Boy says, I pronounce, sounds like I am a pirate. No, I can't say it without saying I'm a pirate. Just another way to say what's up. Why not just say what's up? Yo, what up? Steve says worry constantly, and yes, yes, yes. I just want to make things better for them. Exactly. Ugh. Bridget says Jack is sleeping like a baby. He is. He even turned on us. He's starting to warm up a little bit. Mr. Brad Boy says that too. Haha. Gotcha. I gotcha, Mr. Brad Boy. We know what he likes. Let's move over since Jack's moved over. Good morning, Jack. Hi. Yes, I'm harassing you again. Jack is very dirty, actually. Like I said, he goes to the groomers on Friday. So, that will be my Christmas present to myself, taking my dog to the groomer. Since I have to smell him and sleep with him. Anna says, I am okay now, thank you, Kat, but this morning I felt awfully sad. Overwhelmed with melancholy. I can say the word, I promise. Even though I had done my workout, then I went out and now I feel better. Oh, well, I'm glad you're feeling better. And I get it. It's this time of year can kind of bring on, it doesn't have to be Christmas. It's just the wintertime seems to bring in a lot of depression for a lot of people I know, including me. Oh, thanks, Steve. Goodness. Rin Pooks. Rin Pooks. I swear this is the same person. This is such a cute kitten. The kitten says thank you and meow. Meow. says, good morning to everyone. Mr. Bad Boy says, all right, I'm going to get to sleep this time because I think he got his share of gotchas out of me. You're welcome, and sweet dreams, Mr. Bad Boy. Thanks, it's always fun to see you. And Bridget says, I feel that. And Zed is saying good morning to Bridget and Anna. Good morning, Zed. Why did you take that comment back? Was it not true? Was it a joke? I was trying to figure it out. She might make really good tips. Gayu? I don't know how to say your name, but aw, cute doggy. Thank you. Good morning. Steve says, I got my dog groomed on Friday. I hate it because oh no, she's so scared. How old is your dog now? Gayu says, it's in a Sunday. Wow, thank you so, so much. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Megan says, hey Cat, your birthday 12th or 1st? Neither. Those are Steve's birthdays. Oh, another one. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anna says, it was a feeling of what's the point of carrying on, starting another year again. Because you are so valuable. I know you don't want to hear all this, or maybe you do. But you bring the sunshine, Anna, and you never know who you affect. And you are so very, very important to so many people. And I love you, and don't ever forget that. Okay, so Steve's dog is only a year old. Do you know the groomer personally, or is it just a place you take it? Squirrel Sniper says, Merry Christmas Eve, Eve. Thank you. Anna says, good morning to Squirrel Sniper. I worked at a vet's office for a year, so I became good friends with the groomer. And she used to be a hairdresser, and she got so sick of people, she decided to start doing dogs. And she's very, very good at it. And she puts up with no nonsense, but the dogs love her. Love her, behave for her. Jack loves going to see her. Oh my gosh. I hope that your dog eventually gets that. Steve says, Squirrel, Merry Christmas Eve, Eve, the best day of the year. You know, I was just thinking that Eves usually typically are very good, in my opinion, that I can recall. Squirrel Sniper says, Grand Risings, Anna. Oh, Anna says, thank you, so you're very welcome, my Anna. Bridget says, I told myself that if I do that, you know, then I'll never see myself get monetized. Yeah, I'm very sensitive around that subject because I've lost 2 brothers that way. And, you know, I made a promise, and one of those brothers didn't keep that promise, and he sucks for that. I'm really pissed off at him, by the way. Whatever it takes to just keep going. Just keep going. Squirrel Sniper is just about to load up for work. What kind of work you got going on today? Steve says, how is Jack with the vet? He was great. You know, our vet, she raised Doberman Pinschers, so she's very familiar with a thin dog, a dog that just runs naturally very thin. And I loved her because she always told me, don't worry. Like, people will always say, Jack is so skinny, blah, 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 blah. And she was just used to that body type, so she always put me at ease. But apparently she's retired. He loved her. I loved her because she was a redhead. I may have loved her more than Jack. I think Jack will be okay with another pretty girl. Any pretty girl will do for Jack, really. I don't know anybody that Jack does not like, honestly. There's some people that Jack will act a little standoffish, but it's always like super respectful. Like he'll just, some people, there's a neighbor of mine, if he comes over, Jack will just sit down and be really calm and just pay a lot of attention to this man. And it's really interesting. But the man raises kind of dogs, bear hunting dogs. So he's got some kind of air to him that Jack really picks up on. Bridget says had a coworker who did that, and then her husband joined her the same way. Yeah, that's sad. Yeah. Steve says, Cat, you are really, oh. Thank you, Steve. I hope so. But in return, I get so much out of meeting so many different people here. Really, so much out of everybody. Thank you. Steve says, pretty girls are good, right? Jack is on it. Okay, Kai. Good morning, Kai. That's all I got. Squirrel Sniper says, many comedian and now some influencers on certain platforms have a thing in common. They all have publicly stated they are not the kind that would do that, unlike themselves for any reason. They're not the kind that would. Oh, unalive themselves for any reason. Yeah. Anna says hello to Kai. Steve says good morning, Anna. Bridget says, yeah, I'd probably chicken out, honestly. I have to say, when I was very young, I flirted with it a lot. Like 6th grade was my first attempt, and I called my mom because I scared myself, and she said, oh, Stace, you did not. She says, I'm really busy at work. I have to go. And my name at the time was like Stacia, Stacy, whatever. Really broke my heart. Broke my relationship with my mom forever. Made me feel very unimportant, which I already felt that way. That's why I was doing it. Anyways, let's go to something fun. Oh, thank you, Anna. Oh, Squirrel says, meaning that something is coming down the pipeline since there's so many people talking about it in that way, Squirrel Sniper. Oh, I think there's lots of things coming. Hang on to your panties, people, because it's going to be a wild ride. I do believe, I'm a firm believer, things have to seemingly get worse before they can get better. You got to get out all the negative and all the things that are hiding in closets and just start getting real honest where things get better. Well, thank you, Steve. Steve Squirrel Sniper says, grab your popcorn. Kai says hi. Kai Wola Dan. I'm so afraid of mangling your name, I'm afraid to say it all the way. Oh, good morning. I just wanted to say hello to you. I was lonely. All right, I won't do it anymore, I promise. Squirrel, did you say what kind of work you were doing today? Do you have a specific tree? No, he said he was loading up for work, but he did not say if he was jumping in a particular tree today. There he is. Kai says, wow. And Bridget says, aw, Jackie, LOL. Booped his nose, did he? I was messing with his tail. Okay, there we go. Squirrel Sniper says he is hedge reducing today and a small ash tree. Nice. I'm afraid I would love for Squirrel Sniper to come take care of all my trees because they're out of control. I have no idea what to do with them. Kevin says, are you on Christmas vacation? I guess you could say that, yes. Good morning again, Kai. Kevin Gonzalez, I love your pup. Very beautiful. Thank you, Kevin. Oh, do you want me to? Do you want me to? I'm sorry. I've been messing with him. I'm making him move. Huh. Oops. Oops. I bopped him this time. There we go. Thank you, Jack. I just wanted some attention from you this morning. He says, just let me sleep. Leave me alone. Anna says, good morning, Kevin. Kevin, Kai says, yay. How are you, Kai? There was a big sigh, Bridget. That's why I said, just leave me alone. That's what he's saying to me. Just leave me alone. Steve says, even when our dogs are a little stinky, we love them. Absolutely. Kevin says, morning, Anna, and hi. And Kai says, tea. Do you know tea too? I know tea. Bridget is laughing. Mm-mm. Wow. Kai says, I'm just trying my luck. At? Trying your luck at what, my friend? Explain yourself. Oh, Jackie. Hi. Good morning, Bubba. Steve says, my youngest daughter always calls me and says, I have some tea for you. I have no idea what tea means. You know what tea means. She's going to spill the tea. She's got the tea. What got held? Let's see. You. I don't know why the word you got held. That's silly. Like tea. I don't know how it started, but tea is like the gossip. I agree. Bridget says YouTube is weird like that. Steve says, oh, okay. You haven't been around when I'm like, Debbie has the tea. Debbie's spilling the tea today. You're funny, Steve. I would have asked. I would have been like, what does that mean even? Were you here this morning, Bridget, when everything was muted and I couldn't make it stop? I tried 2 different phones and I still was getting no sound out. So YouTube is weird. Yeah, it seems like that's it. Steve's like, I just go with it. Because you're so smart, you don't want to sound dumb. Is that it? Yeah, you missed it, Bridget. I tried on one phone and had everybody was like, it's muted, but it wasn't. And I had just restarted the phone before I started the live. And so I ended and I went to my other phone and it was doing the same thing. It's really weird. And then my alarm went off on this phone. So I went out of the screen, the live stream screen. And when I came back, all of a sudden there was volume. It's weird. Caleb says, I love dogs. Me too. Do you have a dog, Caleb? Steve says, I just love her, so I go with it. Oh, well, at least now you'll know. Yes, what's the tea? You could be cool. You'd be like, hey, girl, what's the tea lately? Maddie says, dropping a like from work, Cat. Much love. Thank you, Maddie. Are you live streaming, Maddie? So Kai just wants to express themselves. I don't have a problem with that. Caleb has a German Shepherd. Ooh, I love German Shepherds. Ooh, I love Irish Setters better, Jack. I'm sorry. Anna says, good morning, Caleb. I love dogs too. Oh my goodness, I bet you this is Kai again. It is. I wonder if Kai is spelling something. Nope. Anna says, good morning, Maddie. Oh yeah, Maddie, are you working? Are you live streaming? You are working, but are you live streaming? Oh, was last night. Just my normal duties today. I'm back on call for salting on Sunday. Okay. I missed that before I asked again. Steve says she's 26. I wish she could find a good guy, but there are just so many creepy guys out there. Yes, I agree. I know my youngest, sweetest girl, so sweet, is just so desperate to be loved, she will make some really bad decisions. I love you, Ayada. I don't mean to talk bad about you. You just deserve so much more. Maddie says hi, Anna, and sends her love. Bridget says my volume cut out during bingo last week, and then it stopped recording. Had to restart my bingo live twice. Same. I restarted this twice. This is the third time. And I was just giving up to just type away the whole live stream. Actually, I was just going to end it and go back to bed. Steve agrees. Kai says, HLP. Do you need help, Kai? What's going on, my friend? Right. There are some nice guys, says our nice guy friend, Maddie. But where are they? Where are the younger, nice guys that aren't married? Bridget says, Kai, why does nothing you type make sense? Well, he said he was they said they were pushing their luck or something like that. Oops, no. There we go. Jack, why are you going to turn your back on us, friend? Kai just got home. Are you safe? Do you truly need help? You should not call for help. Well, that's not true. I call for help all the time when I'm being ridiculous. Whatever, Cat. Can't make rules for everybody else and not yourself. Huh, Jack? Jack. There we go. Oh, Jack. The big red dog. Got my tissue. Excuse me, sorry about that. Anna says, I watch quite a lot of videos of young women who love living by themselves. Kai says, I do not know. You do not know if you need help or why nothing you type makes sense. Maddie from No Frills says, Bridget, good morning. Nebular Jack says, Jack is a good name. I guess you would think so. Good morning to you. Nina says, Cat, can we share a cup of spicy boiled peanuts? Do they have to be spicy? I love boiled peanuts though. Bridget says, lots of quilting on that bed. Not really. First up, these are pillows. Steve says, Cat, are your parents still alive? My birth parents? No. I think I told you before, I have a stepdad who doesn't speak to me since my mom died. Well, he spoke to me several times when he needed me to go sign over my rights to any property that my mom might have owned. He spoke to me lots then, which is really disappointing. I didn't think that. I never thought that about him. Since then, it's been pretty much radio silence. Nina says good morning to Anna. Maddie says good morning to Nino. Steve says Jizo. Oh, Bridget's sending kisses to Jack's snoot. Oh, speaking of snoots, do you watch the Borzois, the girl with the Borzois? She's always talking about snoots because they have such long noses. Bridget says, be respectful. Steve says people can be evil. Oh, they do the best they can. Nina says, I banned him. I didn't even see it. So thanks for taking care of stuff, guys. I appreciate you. Never heard of her. Gosh, I wish I could think of what. Let me look. Oh my gosh. She is great. And she does this really great voice over her videos. So good. She has this real deadpan kind of narration. It's great. Yeah. Borzai versus Silken Windhound. What is her name? Cleo Longlegs. So that is the name of the Cleo Longlegs. But she's got two Borzois and then the African, the Silken Windhound. She is so, so funny. Okay. Enough of her cute dogs. Here's my inactive cute dog right here. Cleo Longlegs, and she always talks about snoots. Snooty snoots. Wow. Kai says, I'm just going home, and I thought you said you just got home. Bridget says, they definitely do. Super cute. You should check her out. She's so good. I only wish I could get to be like her. Her and She Cooks. Those are like my heroes. Nina says, my favorite movie is Soda Pop and Pony Boy. I don't think I've heard of Pony Boy, but I don't think I've seen either. Bye, Maddie. He says, back to work. Merry Christmas, everyone. Bye, Maddie. We love you. Merry Christmas. Abdu retracted their message, or it was deleted. Don't know. Silken Windhound, that's new to me. Right, me too. I thought it was one of the Borzois, but it's not. Kai says the only way I could do that was by the time you got here and you could just go ahead with the appointment. Are you talking to us? Am I lost? Oh, Daddy's home. Are you dad? Never mind. Steve says, I'm going to hit the sack, Cat. Have a great day. If I don't check in, have a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Steve. And thanks for hanging out. You know, it's almost time for me to end too, so. Woohoo, yay. Bridget says, the heck is Kai talking about? I'm wondering if Kai is carrying on two different conversations and mixed up part of it. Since we got an almost coherent full conversation out of them. Oh no, Kai, darn it. I don't know what happened, but sorry, buddy. Oh. I just wonder if they're talking to some, but I'm missing stuff, obviously, so it's cool. It's cool. It's 4:53 a.m. Nino is over there laughing. Anna says, I just researched the expression hit the sack, Steve. I didn't know it. Really? Did it tell you where it came from? Probably from the old days they used potato sacks to sleep out in the barn. I don't know. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more. Bridget says, it's a very old expression, Anna. Nina says, counting sheep. Kai says, ha, H. Anna says, oh, okay, thank you, Bridget. Who knows, Bridget, what other people in different countries, you know, what they've heard of. And how much of it is, you know, our expressions. Kai says, first thing that. Nino says, counting sheep, get some shut-eye, hit the sack. Oh, he's giving us all different terms for the same thing. Kai says, no. Yes. Anna says, I love learning new vocabulary and expressions every day. And Squirrel Sniper says, off to Bedfordshire. It sounds so proper. I'm off to Bedfordshire today. I am a pirate. I've lost my mind this morning. Thank you, guys. Laura says, Al. What's Al? Jackie? Kai says, right after the first. Mm-hmm. Laura says, it cut. Oh, Bridget says, another one. Sleep tight, Anna. And Anna says, take care, squirrel. Yes, have a great day, our friend. I made it with only half a cup of coffee this morning. It's a cold cup now. Oh, proud of me. That means I can go back to bed. Anna says she knows the sleep tight one. Aw, darn, Kai. See ya. Come back again. Come back again tomorrow. Bridget says time out till he can type coherently. That's all it was? Yeah. I didn't mind too much. But you know, whatever's comfortable for you guys is fine. you know, maybe they can't type coherently, but they did say they were pushing their limits today. So they were letting us know right up front what they were about. Is that what you say, Jack? Jack says it's 4:57 a.m. and he's well aware of it. It looks very cloudy outside. It may be time. Yes, Bridget, you never know. They may have been out drinking, might have been out having a good time. Who knows? I know that. Bridget says, perhaps. Perhaps. What was that story where that guy says, maybe so, maybe so. People came and accused him of all sorts of things and they never denied it. He just said, maybe so, perhaps. Kai says, I'm just going home and I'm just trying, not really sure if you guys have a chance. I just need some more money. Well, Kai, I wish you luck with that, my friend. Same. That's why I'm not seeing my kids this year. I'm not feeling very benefactory today. Sorry. Zed says, I will be live today showing my art. It might be my final show. I will try to catch up with you. I do drive home today, though. But I'll keep an eye out for you, Zed. And I certainly hope it's not your final live. Squirrel Sniper said, I think it's the diaper rash. Kai says, what? Kai, you confused me. You said you're just going home. You said that twice, but a little while ago you said you just got home. Was that a typo also? What? What? Dang, you're out of here, dude. 4:59. Perfect. Squirrel Sniper says Anna, bed, Fordshire. Since we were talking all terms about going to bed, Fordshire. Anna's smiling at Squirrel. Oh, Kai. Oh, Kai. Squirrel Sniper says, try using your words, Kai. You've proven you could do it, so no more excuses. Bridget says, right, Sniper. It's okay, because it is 5 o'clock finally. It has been a morning, let me tell you. It has been so emotional for me. Woke up tired, couldn't start because it was muting, and I was frustrated, and I was about to throw it all in. Then I got everything back. Then I got sad missing my kids. I cried a little. Then you guys made me happy a little. Then Kai made me laugh a little. Whew, it's been a lot. Whew. So, guys, I love you. And if you're alone this Christmas, you're never alone. Just remember that. And I will be here, and I know there's going to be lots of people hanging out who are also alone, who are also going to be live streaming. So hang out. Let's keep each other company. I love you. I love you. I love you. I hope you have the best day wherever you may find yourself. And we'll do this again tomorrow. Bye, guys.